Hey everybody, my name's Colin and I've got two wonderful guests with me here today.
My name's Sarah.
My name is Shusha.
And today we have got a lot of fun stuff planned because you're watching Kids Own TV. Alright, so we are going to play a game today. Y'all are like we've got a lot of giggles going on here on Kids Own TV tonight, but that's okay because if you're listening, that's going to be the most important tool because this game is called, you guys know what this game's called?
No.
Perfect. This game is called What's That Noise?
Okay.
Now, this is a fun one. Do you guys listen to a lot of noises? Are you good at picking up on like what's
Yes.
what?
Yes.
You can just hear stuff and you know immediately what it is?
There are 9 people in my house. Picking up noises is
9 people. Can you tell who's walking by the footsteps?
I can.
Because I'd like listen to that, like who's got like keys that like jingle out of their pockets, stuff like that. You
Little
got
brother
9
runs.
I can
My
tell.
mom walks slow and quiet. Yeah.
right? Slow and quiet, like she's like on a mission.
Steady pace.
Caden
My
always
brother
has
falls
a
down.
phone in his hand, so I hear like something coming off of his phone.
So if you
Riley's
hear
just
somebody
really
like bump
loud.
into a wall, you just picture that's him with his
Oh
phone.
my god.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, we've got 10 noises, and I need you guys and y'all at home to tell me what these noises are, okay? But I know we've done this in the past where like you'll just write it down, stuff like that, okay? If you think you got it, I need you to like yell, got it first,
Okay.
At home, if you think you got it before them, just say got it, okay? And in true game show fashion, you need to answer in the form of a question, which has never made any sense to me.
Okay.
So you have to ask, is it this? If you answer it and just say it's that, that's an incorrect way of answering the
Like
question.
Jeopardy.
Like Jeopardy,
Okay.
I
exactly.
never watched Jeopardy. What?
You never
Okay.
watched Jeopardy? How do you guys watch Jeopardy
I'm
at
not
home?
80 years old.
Jeopardy's. Did you say you're 8 years old?
I said I'm not 80 years old.
That's
Oh,
true. My grandma
80.
always watched it.
Wow, what's wrong with? Hey,
Yep.
young people, if you're watching Jeopardy, you're probably on this. Okay, you ready for your first noise?
Okay.
Remember, if you think you got it, say got it. Are you ready? Okay, noise number 1.
Got it.
I heard Sarah first.
Glass breaking.
She didn't answer it.
Oh no! I forgot the one rule.
That would be incorrect,
Aw.
though.
Is
Oh,
it
okay.
glass breaking?
Wait,
No!
that's what he said. It would be incorrect, even without the question. Okay.
Do you want to hear it one more time
Yes.
for a second guess?
Yes. Got it.
What do you think it is?
Is it glass shattering?
No.
Is there a difference?
But thank you for answering the form of a question.
That's what I'm
Do you think you got it?
No. I still thought it was glass breaking.
Are you guys giving up this easy on it?
Okay.
It's sound number
let's hear it
1.
again.
Miss, I have 9 people in my house, okay?
Let's hear it again. Oh, there's a sound in the back.
Like,
It sounds like Siri a little bit.
I got it. You guys are being very specific on like what's breaking, like, but it's something else. That's actually like another name for what you've said, basically. Shusha, your face got more and more confused. I felt like I should just stop talking because as words were coming out, you were like, ugh. I will get one
I just
last
heard
time.
something
One last
else
time. One last time.
Okay, in the background, it sounded like a Christmas song, and I have to say, is it an ornament breaking?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my only guess.
Is it a light
I
bulb?
feel bad
I feel like
on
I've
this
heard
one.
that song. That's like,
No, I feel bad on this one.
That.
Okay. It was a window breaking.
I was gonna say a
that's-
car door.
No,
A car door breaking?
thought that too. I
You were gonna
thought
say
it
that was a
was
car door
I
breaking?
meant a
Oh
car
my gosh.
window.
I think that should be correct.
You think
I think we should each get like half a point.
Half a point,
Technically.
yeah.
half a point? Okay, yeah, we'll give you. Yeah, you have to keep track of your points. Okay.
Okay.
Half a point each. Okay. I like that. Okay. All right. Any recommendations for other noises that you're familiar with?
A dog barking.
A dog barking?
Well, obviously we're gonna eat that one.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna do that one. But I have another one.
How about a
actually.
bee buzzing?
I'm allergic.
Alright. So we're not gonna do that. Okay, you ready for your second one?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, this one's great.
Got it.
God darn it.
Is it a
Whoa, whoa,
duck?
whoa, 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 whoa. What word were you trying to say?
I was about to say duck. I was like, I have to say got it first, but I didn't answer it.
Forgot the roll.
It was a duck quack.
Yeah.
It was
so I
a
got
duck
1.5.
quack. That's
Yay.
1.5 to a half.
1.5. We can
So
do that.
congratulations on that.
We're counting on our
All right,
fingers.
let's move on to our
Yeah.
next one. Okay, this was a one. All right, this is number 3 now.
Got
Go.
it. I feel like a lion.
No.
Okay. Do we want to play again?
You wanna guess?
Okay, got it. This could be totally wrong. But is it a stomach growling?
When I tell you what this is, you're gonna love that response. But no.
Okay.
All right, do you want to hear it again?
Yes.
Yes?
Okay.
Oh, I got it.
What?
Is it a bird?
A
It
burp?
sounds like a really long bird.
How can y'all burp at home? Because that doesn't.
You had me think about the stomach. I didn't know what else could be like similar.
That just sounds. All right, we'll listen to it again. Listen to it again.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I
Got
will-
it. It's an alligator.
No.
What?
That's the closest guess so far.
What, is it a crocodile?
Wait, did we get?
No.
Is it a lion? Did we
I
guess
will.
that?
I will.
That was my
I will
first
tell
guess.
you, it is in the animal kingdom. That is.
Is it a tiger?
That's what I guess the lion.
Tiger.
No.
Roaring.
I'll give.
Roaring.
I'll let you listen one more time, and then
Okay.
you each can
Is
take
it
a
a
final
gorilla?
guess.
Got it.
Okay.
Is it a dinosaur?
It is a dinosaur.
Is it actually?
It is
Oh
a
my
dinosaur.
gosh.
Yeah, it is a dinosaur.
You
Growl.
said alligator. I was like, what's like an
It was close
alligator?
because like alligators are kind of like
Wait, why would that be
dinosaurs.
like a stomach?
Well, my next thing was Godzilla.
Well, I just thought it
but
was funny. Godzilla.
Why is that? How is that like a stomach growling?
No, that one would be. That one would not be as fun. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. This one we're looking for something very, very specific. Are you ready for this next one?
Yes.
Yes.
We are ready.
Wait, specific?
It's. You just gotta tell me what this is. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I know the parents at home are gonna know this one. Are you ready?
Okay.
I think this is number 4. This is number 4.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it?
This is number 4. We're good at counting on kids on TV. All right, number 4.
Got it. Is it TV static?
No, it is not
got
TV
it.
static.
Is it radio static?
No,
Oh, okay.
radio static. There were parents at home that just rolled their eyes. I can
That's
tell
what I
you.
thought it was gonna
No,
be.
there's parents. I will tell you. Your hint on this is the parent at home that's going. Those kids have no idea what this
Oh,
thing is. They
no.
never had one in their house.
Wait,
You ready? You want to hear it again?
I don't remember what it's called.
What do you mean you don't know what it's called? All right, let's play it again.
So familiar.
I had one in my house, but we never used it. And then like,
Is it something with technology? I don't think we're allowed to ask questions about it.
well, do you have?
I don't know.
I think about it. You definitely don't have this in your. If you have this in your house, like your parents are like real cool.
Is it like one of those things like you play music on? I don't know what it's called.
Oh,
Do you want to hear it again?
I don't know what it's called though.
See, I know some of the parents at home, they were trying to like get real like slick, so they used to do this
is it a
with
cassette
these
tape?
objects.
Like cassette tape? You said music, and now I'm thinking
Not
like.
her. You're close. You are close.
No.
I was the one that said
You are
that.
close. All right, last time with our last guesses.
Is it like one of those like antennas?
Oh, wait, what's that thing called? Is it like the record player, like the?
But what
needle-
are they doing to
needle.
it?
They're setting
I don't know. Are they holding down the needle?
I'll give you a half a point. I'll give you half a point for
Yay.
record. It's a
Okay.
record scratch. So it's when they take the needle on a record and they would like scratch it.
Oh,
Like it's like what DJs do when they
yeah.
yeah. This move,
Okay.
this move. Y'all doing this at home
Actually,
right
and
now?
it sounds like TV static.
It
that's
it
why.
kind of sounds like.
I thought it was a zipper afterwards.
I mean, like.
And then I was like, wait,
I
you
guess.
said parents would be rolling their eyes, and we still
Oh
have
my
zippers
gosh.
today, so.
Congratulations. Man, you like came in here. You're like, I have 9 siblings.
I really, not
I got
siblings,
this.
people in my house.
People, sorry, 9
Half of the
people.
time though, I think I like didn't get it because I rather said something wrong or didn't say got it.
Yeah.
It's just-
You
That's
still did
okay.
good.
You're
I
gonna
can
have
say
a moment
bus
to get
before you
everything
know. Oh my
correct in a
gosh.
moment. Because now it is time for us to do our scripture verse. So, our scripture verse for this month is Colossians 3:23. It says, work at everything you do with all your heart. Work as if you were working for the Lord. Do either of y'all have jobs yet?
Yes, I just got mine this week.
Where do you work at?
Cadence at North Park.
That's a fun place. If you see this, stop by and visit. That's great. I work here behind this desk every day. But not actually. But that would be this would be a fun desk. Nothing on it. There's a speck there.
It's red.
So, how do you guys typically memorize things when it's an important thing for a test or something like that?
Repeat it over and over again.
Repeat it over and over
Yep.
again? Okay. Shusha, how do you memorize things?
I write it down.
You write it down? Do you have like a weird, you draw a picture with it when you write it?
Rewrite
I've
it.
seen people that do that, big errors or stuff like
Because
that.
then, each time I write it, I try to remember more in the sentence.
That's funny. Well, what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna need your help to help teach all these kids how to memorize this. And the adults too. We care about you and we know you're watching. It's okay. So what I need y'all's help to do is to memorize this. And look, if you are a kid watching this at home with your mom and dad, this is the time to bring them into the room, because at this point, you get to see them do some fun accents of the scripture verse. So I need y'all's help. How well can you do a Southern accent?
Oh,
Not
no,
good at all.
not
This
good.
is gonna be wonderful, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say part of the verse.
Say
Yeah,
it.
just try your best to repeat, okay? So I'm gonna say part of the verse, and what I want you to do is repeat the verse. And y'all at home, I need y'all to do it with my friends Sarah and Shushi here, okay?
Excuse me?
Sorry, you can come up with whatever nickname y'all want.
That is
Okay,
not true.
what nickname would you prefer?
Shusha. That's my name.
That's not a nickname. Wait, is it a nickname?
Just call her Sasha.
Is Shusha short for something?
Shusha.
All right,
People
now.
call me Chupa or
Sasha.
Zuza.
Zuza? Yeah, Zuza's good. All right,
Zuza.
y'all ready to get into your southern voices?
Yes.
All right, y'all repeat after
Yes.
me. Work at everything.
Work at everything.
Y'all do.
Y'all do.
With all
With all
y'all heart.
y'all heart.
Work as if
Work as if
y'all were
y'all were
working for
working for
the Lord.
the Lord.
Colossians
Colossians
3:23.
3:23.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Awesome. Well,
That
thank
sounded
you.
British, but
That's
that's
Did you
okay.
get British at the
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay.
Yay, crumpets.
I laughed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Great. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for helping. All right, guys, it is now time for our story. And what we're going to learn about today is somebody who saw something that needed to get done and just did it. Like maybe whenever you're at home and you're seeing the dishes and you're like, I'll let my mom or dad do that. No, just do the dishes. I want you to learn about somebody who saw something that needed to get done and did it right away. So pay attention to this.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Nehemiah, chapters 1 and 2.
Over and over, the Israelites promised to be faithful to God. But over and over again, they turned away from Him. At last, God allowed enemy armies to take His people captive and carry them off to Babylon, nearly 1,000 miles away. After 70 years, God allowed some of His people to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. But back in Babylon, now part of Persia, the rest of the Jews had made lives for themselves. In fact, a Jew named Nehemiah had become quite important.
Greetings. I am cupbearer to the king.
A cupbearer was like a bodyguard, who checked to make sure that no one poisoned the king's food or drink. Nehemiah was likely a trusted advisor.
Your Majesty, may I suggest the date pudding?
But though it was nearly 150 years since the Israelites had left Jerusalem, Nehemiah's heart was still in his homeland. When his brother Hanani returned from his trip to Judah, Nehemiah had a chance for some news.
Brother, how are the people left in Jerusalem?
Some are still alive, but they're having a hard time.
Oh no.
The wall of Jerusalem is broken down. The gates have been burned with fire. People are ashamed.
That's terrible.
A city without walls could never prosper. The people would always live in fear of being attacked.
I'm sorry to bring such bad news.
No, I'm glad you told me.
Dismayed, Nehemiah sat down and wept. He couldn't even eat for several days. Instead, he poured his heart out to God.
Lord, you are a great and wonderful God. See how your people are suffering. Please listen to me. I'm praying for the people of Israel. We Israelites have committed sins against you. We haven't obeyed the commands you gave to Moses.
Nehemiah reminded God of the promise he made to his people.
You said, if you people are not faithful, I will scatter you among the nations. But if you return to me, I will bring you back. Lord, please pay careful attention to my prayer. Give me success when I bring my request to King Artaxerxes.
For 4 whole months, Nehemiah prayed daily to God. He knew before taking action, he needed to listen and prepare. At last, he was ready.
Your Majesty.
Anyone who came before the king was supposed to appear happy. But for the first time, Nehemiah allowed his true feelings to show.
Oh, why are you looking so sad?
May you live forever? Why shouldn't I look sad? The city of my people has been destroyed, and fire has burned up its gates.
The king could have been annoyed and ordered Nehemiah to be punished. But God moved his heart.
Well, what do you want?
Nehemiah prayed silently for the right words.
Send me to Judah. Let me go to the city of Jerusalem. I want to rebuild it.
The king frowned and glanced over at the queen. At last he said,
How long will your journey take? When will you get back?
Precisely as many moons as are required.
Fair enough. Dismissed.
Nehemiah turned to leave, but he knew there was more he needed for the job.
If it pleases you, may I take some letters with me? I want to give them to the governors west of the Euphrates River. Then they'll help me to travel safely.
Done.
Oh, and a letter to the caretaker of the royal park? So he'll give me logs for the wall and gates and a house?
What next? A whole escort of army officers and horsemen?
That would be fantastic.
Fine. All of it. Get on with it.
God had given Nehemiah such favor with the king that he had everything he needed for his long journey to Judah. At last, Nehemiah had reached the city he dreamt of his entire life.
Jerusalem.
Though Nehemiah was overjoyed by the first glimpse of the city, it must have been difficult to see its crumbling, broken-down walls.
So much work to be done.
But Nehemiah didn't tell anyone his plan at first. On a bright moonlit night, Nehemiah snuck out with only a few others to see the full damage to the walls.
We have to know what we're up against.
Nehemiah traveled by donkey. With a few trusted friends, they left the city through the broken valley gate.
Let's head toward the Jackal Well.
At last, Nehemiah got a clear picture of the devastation. Jagged piles of rock lay everywhere. The gates were gone, with scorched, gaping holes in their place.
It's such a big job. Only God can do this.
Nehemiah circled what was left of the wall, heading up the Kidron Valley and at last returning through the valley gate. The next morning, he called together the priests and nobles and officials.
You know, I've come to visit my people in Jerusalem, but that's not the only reason I'm here.
Nehemiah gestured to the jagged remains of the wall, visible from where they stood.
You can see the trouble we're in. Jerusalem has been destroyed. Fire has burned up its gates.
Tell us something new.
Come on. Let's rebuild the wall of Jerusalem. Then people won't be ashamed anymore.
Well, I mean, that's something to consider. You think about it.
Our grandparents tried that years ago.
But God has been helping me. He gave me favor with the king. He'll help us complete the work. So who's in?
Well, me. I'm in.
Me too. Let's start rebuilding.
God moved the hearts of the people to help Nehemiah, and together they began the gigantic job of repairing the walls and gates of Jerusalem.